Hello Cancer, this is your extended reading. So are you ready for, well, what seems to be the continuation of this new path that you have built for yourself and that you are walking, knowing that even though there are moments of stability, yes, there are challenges that you are well equipped to overcome them, right? So we start this extended with two cards. And if you've seen other of my readings, usually I start, the opening card is just one card. But these two cards wanted to come together. They jumped out of the deck together. So the World card and the Nine of Swords, sorry. So it's interesting because I feel like you're taking a leap, like a really big leap. I feel like, it's interesting because when we ended the reading with the Two of Wands, with this beautiful meeting, I was wondering if this one would be going along the path with you, right? And when these two cards came opening up the extended for you, Cancer, what I saw was that perhaps, yes, this meeting occurs, but I feel like there is still another path, another another patch of this path that is still supposed to be walked by you alone, right? Because of this Nine of Swords, because you had, well, this is your path, right? The one that you have built for yourself, that we saw in the first part, the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, right? It's like this trail, right? And here it's like this continuation, right? The path continues, but with another energy, still another challenge to be overcome by you. And because it was Pentacles and Wands, right, the earth realm and the fire realm, right, it feels to me like before you had a really let's say energetic but also very manifested path that you had to be sure that that was the right path. So you saw it clearly in front of you, right? And you dared to take those steps. But here with the World and the Nine of Swords, what I'm seeing is that because this is a really grand new chapter, I feel like this third phase, right? Because we saw the first one being the Pentacles, the second one being the Wands. Now the third is the Swords again. But remember, we opened the first reading with the Seven of Swords, you feeling very confined. And so this third phase of this new path, which is very big, right? Today, the World card is coming through with just showing me the bigness of it, the importance of it, the significance of this third phase, right? Not diminishing the two first ones, but it's just that perhaps this is where you can finally overcome this feeling of confinement that you were in the first part, right? So, because here you are walking along this, maybe these same people, this same group, these same thoughts, the same negative beliefs that you were surrounded with before, but here feeling very depleted, very weak perhaps, right? Needing to defend yourself at any cost, right? Otherwise you wouldn't survive perhaps. But here there is a lot of strength in you, right? It's almost like this path is opening up. So whatever attempts of bringing you down, you're walking through it very firmly, right? Knowing that this is something that you're capable of achieving, right? It's almost like you also know, you have this intuition that this is a really big thing that you are finally overcoming, right? So as I said, because we ended the first part with this meeting, this encounter that soothed but also energized you, right? I feel like somehow yes, you are being required to yes, okay, so it's interesting, like, because your intuition is telling you that this is a really important phase of this new path, right? You are required to find that integrity again, right? But in a way that is like in this mental realm, right? Find this integrity in your mind, right? In your thought process. And because of that, you know, with the high priestess and the 10 of wands here, what I'm seeing with the high priestess, not only what I said, that you have to find this integrity within your mind, but also attaching your intuition or being led by your intuition, right? Because it will require your mental strength, something that perhaps was wobbly, was not that strengthened before, right? And so what is going to give you this strength is this knowing from the high priestess, is this confidence, is this trusting that is coming from trusting of this phase of your ability to finish this leg of the journey, right? Led by your intuition. So trusting that your mental beliefs, even though they could have been just swallowed by negativity, is how it's coming through. It's interesting how these words come, like swallowed by the negativity, right? Maybe it's something that you have to really, it's like you have to really ask for this guidance, ask for this communication from your higher self, right? To find this strength within you, within your sensitivity, right? And so what I was gonna say is that this one that appeared in the second part of this path, right, in the second leg of this journey, that perhaps was already challenging, here they are with you, right behind you actually, right? So it's interesting because, as I said, it's like this, what I'm seeing here. It's like this continuation of the path, right? It starts with being very practical, trying to resolve material issues, financial issues, finding stability with the Six of Pentacles, and then having this rough patch, this second leg of the journey that requires all of your integrity, and then with the Nine of Swords, having to find this mental strength, and then back to this Wands, right, with the Nine of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So perhaps, you know, this one that you find as soon as you overcome the second leg of the journey, after you go on to this third leg, which is dealing with your mental self-talk, right? Here they are again, right? And they are coming along the path. It's like they're going with you, and it's like they're okay. So I'm asking just to distinguish if they are walking the same path that you are opening up, or if your paths collide, if your paths overlay, right? And I feel like it's the latter, because what I'm seeing here with this card that is following the Death card is like both of you arrive at this door. So as I said, it starts with the Six of Pentacles, goes to the Nine of Wands. You're alone, right? In these two first legs of the journey, and then by the end of the second leg, you meet this one, and then you have to. It's almost like you have to complete this third leg alone. But then on the fourth leg, here they are again, right? And then this is when I feel like both of your paths align, right? Because it's like, this is where this fourth leg of the journey is leading, right? Is heading towards. Both of you are going to cross this door, because what I see with this, the death card, visually, right, is a slightly open door. So what I'm seeing is you're going to cross this door together. And it's beautiful because after the death card came the Lovers. So yes, this could play out as a romantic relationship, but most importantly, what I was seeing is like, once the two of you cross this door together, which transforms both of you, is like, you know, what I was seeing here in a very minor level, right, with the two of wands, you being on the same frequency, you being mirrors to each other. After you go through this transformation process together, it's like it's heightened. It's like it goes to the next level, and perhaps the relationship itself goes to the next level. But I mean, what I'm sensing energetically is like the knowing of both of you that you are very important, huge compliments to each other, very important reflections to each other, right? This is like, it's like on the forefront of both of your minds, of both of your, it's not minds, in both of your beings, right? Both of you know that you strengthen each other, you energize each other, you elevate each other. And it's like this beautiful mirror, right? What I'm seeing today here is like, but you only see that because you go through this transformation experience together, you see? So what I'm seeing here, okay. Whew. What I'm seeing now with this bottom line, which is so gorgeous, I actually have to refer back to this card in the first part. So as I said in the first part, this King of Cups was not only you achieving this emotional stability, as I said, but it was something that you were desiring, right? You were searching for, you wanted to get to this point of emotional stability, and you do get there, right? We saw that. But what I'm seeing here in this extended is something like it's adding up to this, right? Because as I said, there is another one that is treading this path with you, right? And going through a significant transformation process with you. And so after the Lovers, we have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And so here we have now this partnership, right? This what is the word? So what is coming through is like divine partner. But yeah, divine partnership, right? Not necessarily romantic. It's just like, it could be, right? It could be. But what I'm seeing here, especially with the Three of Cups in the middle, right, between the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, you know, it's actually, it's so, you both mirror each other so much that, remember, as I said, I was having, you know, a little bit of a struggle to identify whether this was you or another. And then when I saw that this was you, very high level emotionally, right, very stable emotionally, it's again the same thing with the Queen of Cups, but I don't know if it's you or them. But what I'm seeing here, and this Three of Cups is clarifying for me, is that because here you see each other, you know, face to face, like as a mirror, right? Here you are side by side because both of you vibrate very similarly, right? You are in the same wavelength. So, and the reason of that, right? That's why I'm saying sometimes you're going to be the king, sometimes you're going to be the queen, and vice versa, right? meaning sometimes you're going to embody the more masculine energy, sometimes you're going to embody the feminine, and you switch, both of you, because it's like you complement each other because you are side by side. And the reason that this relationship is so balanced, right, especially with this Six of Pentacles starting this new path. So you start with stability and balance, but what I'm seeing here finally is that the two of you being in this relationship, being in this very beautiful symbiotic relationship, right? It's like you're supposed to bring something into this realm, right? Through your, it's like through the knowing of how complementary you both are, right? And so whether this is a child, whether this is a project, whether this is just a new feeling that by being together you see it being birthed, right? It's something that is like, it's coming from these higher dimensions, and it's coming through you, right? Through the both of you, through this meeting. So it's gorgeous because, you know, ending with the Queen of Cups, as I said, is like, it doesn't matter really whether you are the king or the queen, right? Or the other is the king or the queen, or if in this relationship you both play these two parts, right, in different moments, complementing each other. So I feel like you achieve this beautiful balance and this beautiful mirroring because you accept that role. You accept these two reflections of your core, of your heart, of your essence, right? And so let's see what the astrological runes have as a final guidance for you, Cancer, after this beautiful new path that you're walking. So okay, yeah, this is gorgeous. So the rune that came through was Venus, and I feel like, well, okay, so this is clarifying to me not only the thing I just talked about, sometimes you embodying the masculine energy and then the feminine energy, but it's telling me that in the first part, you had to be very bold, you had to be very assertive, you had to be very active, right, to bring yourself to this emotional stability, right? But once you go through the transformation process along this other, where you see the reflection and this beautiful dance, right, where you can be both. There are moments where you're going to be more active, and then another one that you'll have to be, that you want to be, that you'll allow yourself to be more receptive, right? And so because we're finishing with this feminine energy, and because Venus is an extremely feminine energy also, right? She's the goddess of love, she's the goddess of beauty, she's the goddess of this high level and high appreciation of aesthetic, right? Good, comfortable places and food, and just everything that is luxurious, right? But also very feminine, as I said. And so maybe this is the moment where you'll be more feminine, where you'll be able to express yourself through this more feminine side, which could be, you know, bringing about something that you repressed, that you were feeling too confined to be able to express fully, right? But here you are being able to do so now with this final guidance from Venus. So just embody this femininity in you, right? Knowing that there will be moments where you can be more feminine and more receptive, but also others where you'll be more masculine and more active. So, Cancer, this is your reading for today. I hope it was insightful and helpful in any way. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.